Okay, um I think this topic will relate to a lot of people today. We're going to be talking about trusting the process, but enjoying the process at the same time. It's something that Morgan repeats a lot in just our Zooms and stuff, but also it's a lot of things that you might hear just in life, because enjoying the process is a huge part of where you're going. And it's something that we sometimes just, oh crap, I freaking lost my place again. A pin in there and then it fell out. Um, but I think it's super, super important because obviously enjoying the process of things allows you to have a better attitude towards going in the right direction. And it's just something that's super huge. And I'm really sad. Why in the world did this? This happened the other day. This freaking happened the other day. It's okay if I don't find it. I'll figure it out. Okay. Okay, I don't know. I just lost that page. It's fine. Okay, so this one today, it says, trust me moment by moment. This is all I require of you, and it is sufficient to keep you standing firm in the midst of the fierce spiritual battles. Just getting through each day is a victory as long as you stay in communication with me. Search for me in your moments. Keeping you focused on my presence is the best protection against self-pity and depression. I am calling you to trust me in deep darkness. Take one step at a time, clinging to my hand for help and guidance. I am always near you, and I know exactly how much you're struggling. Though the battle is fierce and you are weak, your resources are absolutely unlimited. My spirit is ever ready to help you. You have only to ask. Remember that this holy helper is infinitely powerful and infinitely loving. I am also eager to help you. Call upon my name with confident trust, for my unfailing love surrounds you. So, one thing I want to point out with this is that he's telling you, and he's always reminding you, and I think that this is kind of already said over and over again, so hopefully it resonates, but he's always walking with you every single step of the way. And that's something that I find peace in, especially on my darkest moments. I find really big peace in knowing that he's right beside me, that he's sitting here walking step by step with me. And so if I just need to call out to him, he's right there. Even if I don't feel it, I know that he's right there. He's just kind of working behind the scenes. Kind of like I spoke, I think it was yesterday or the day before, testing God. And that's an okay thing to do, asking him questions. He loves the questions. And so like even testing him, saying like, God, if you're really here, can you just show me one thing today? Can you have someone send me an encouraging message? Can you have a page on my Bible really resonate with me? Something like that, just to know he's there. But it's something that he's telling me, like, trust me fully along the way. The battle is long, life is hard, and it's very, very it's very hard to get through on your own. And he's telling you that through this battle, he's going to grace you through every single thing in life. And so that was one thing. And then this one, I think that this actually could really apply to us because we're in this business and we like to dream. But it says, are you a dreamer? Do you have goals and aspirations that you want to accomplish in your lifetime? Do you realize that the God of the universe who dwells within you can accomplish more than you could ever ask or imagine for yourself? He can use you in ways you never thought possible. Those dreams and goals that you have, hold on to them. You never know how God will use your heart's desires and goals to accomplish his perfect purpose for your life. Keep dreaming and keep relying on him and his perfect timing, and know that you have those desires for a reason. And then it kind of says below, it says, write about dreams and goals you have for your life. Do you trust that God has placed you exactly where you are in his perfect purpose? Do you share your hopes and dreams with God? So that's kind of a journal prompt. If you want to use that, you totally can. But with the dreams that we have, I know that we're in the business of dreams. Like that's just like the number one thing. I was listening to a podcast or listening to a YouTube video yesterday, and they were like, something I'm absolutely attracted to about this business is it allowed me to dream bigger than I ever thought. And that's something that attracts me so much every single day. And what gets me going every single day is the dreams that I have for myself. And so he's telling you right here, like, don't give up on your dreams. And I think so many people walk into this business, walk into life, walk into whatever it might be. You can be at another job, you can be a new mom, you can do all these things, and you walk into something so new and it's not the way you expected it, or it's not the way that you want it, or it's just very hard at first, and so you instantly want to drop the ball and walk away because that's the easiest thing to do, right? But in reality, it's really not. You know, we always talk about in this business, especially, like, it's not the easiest way, because in a year from now, you're still going to be stuck for where you are. So what's going to change that moment to moment? And I think what changes that, even if you were sitting in the exact same rank, the exact same pay raise, been there before. I've not grown for a full year, not my, mentally, but paycheck wise, I have not grown for a full year before. And so I know what that feels like. So I'm speaking from experience. But during that time, do you not think that he's teaching you to love the process, love the things that are happening within your heart, love the things that are happening that outside of your control, love the things that you are seeing that you necessarily can't, that wouldn't have had if you weren't in this business, or that you weren't doing if you had like this other job? Or I'm trying to apply this because this is going on YouTube, so I'm trying to apply it to all different areas. But that was something that really resonated with me, is that, like, I tend to sometimes get so stuck and focus on the big dream, big goal in hand, that I don't necessarily enjoy the process. And I think that that's something that's such a beautiful reminder, because in this season right now, this month and last month is promotion months. Like, this is promotion season, and we get caught up so much on the end goal, but you don't realize that having a team rally for excitement, having a team rally for your promotion, for y'all's promotion, is exciting. Even if you don't have a team yet and you're brand new, being in this business is exciting. It's something new for yourself. And so whatever you're doing, try to enjoy the process. And I'm going to try and freaking find this page, because that was what I was going to read off of. If not, I'll read a random one and try to correlate it. That kind of upsets me. But hopefully that helps with someone. Let's see. I'm sorry, you guys. Just give me 1 second. If y'all want, y'all can use this time to write out your prayer requests. I promise you. I'm just trying to find this because it was really good. You know what? Maybe that was a sign that I didn't need to read that today. Maybe. I don't know. I have absolutely no clue. It was basically talking about so many people, like, obviously quit during the time that they are trying to succeed because they don't see the successes, the little successes that they have. I'll just read something randomly and we'll kind of go off of that. I apologize. This one says, have faith in others, which is actually perfect because we are in the business, we're in life, just having faith in others and empowering others. So maybe this can be something that helps you today. This one says, people's instincts are pretty good at knowing when others have faith in them. They can sense if your belief is genuine or phony, and truly having faith in someone can change her life. In this book, Move Ahead with Possibility Thinking, my friend Robert Schuller, pastor of the Crystal Cathedral in California, tells a wonderful story about an incident that changed his life as a boy. It occurred when his uncle had faith in him and showed him in his words and actions. His car drove past the unpainted barn and stopped in a cloud of summer dust at our front gate. I ran barefooted across the splintery porch and saw my Uncle Henry bound out of the car. He was tall, very handsome, and terribly alive with energy. After many years overseas as a missionary in China, he was visiting our Iowa farm. He ran out to the old gate and put both of his big hands on my 4-year-old shoulders. He smiled widely, ruffled my uncombed hair, and said, well, I guess you're Robert. I think you are going to be a preacher someday. That night I prayed secretly, and dear God, make me a preacher when I grow up. I believe that God made me a possibility thinker then and there. As you work to become a person of influence, I'm butchering this, I apologize. Always remember that your goal is to not get people to think more highly of you. It's to get them to think more highly of themselves. Have faith in them, and they will begin to exactly do that. Help someone who doubts to have faith in himself today. So this is actually a really good one. I didn't know what that was going to be about. So this can kind of correlate within the process. So when you are enjoying the process in life and you are enjoying the process of whatever it is that you're going through, it's like you're picking up people along the way. It's like you're going, for instance, I'm in Mississippi. It's like you're going to California. California is very, very long way. Very, very long. It would take me 2.5 days to get there, I think. So Very long way. So along the way, you're going to be picking up people along the way, maybe hitchhikers, maybe people who need a ride, whatever it might be, and you're going to constantly fill your car. So when you get to your destination, you're bringing all these people with you. And so when you go to a destination, you obviously don't get to that destination alone. And so enjoying that process, having faith in others is going to build that momentum for what you want to happen in your life. And for me, I can use this as presidential. There's absolutely no entire way that I could go presidential with myself. No way. You know how people say you can go Ruby, you can go down by yourself, things like that. That might be a little bit more doable. Presidential, absolutely not. You have to build a team. And so that was something that I had to have a heart change for, is to realize, number one, I need to enjoy the process. I don't need to sit here and have to mass enroll 70 distributors and then all of them quit at once. What I need to do is focus on the ones who want it, focus on the people who are here to stay, help them promote. It might not get me to my promotion right then. A lot of people promoted in my team last month. Did that help with my promotion? It helped me go forward, but it didn't promote me. That's totally fine, because we rise by lifting others. And so do you not think when you're enjoying the process, which the process is helping new distributors get started, training them, helping them get their customers, empowering yourself to be able to lead, and all these different things that come together for the end result of what you're wanting. Maybe that's diamond, maybe that's a certain paycheck goal, maybe that's for you to be home with your kids, whatever it might be. You have to enjoy the process in the middle, because that's what's going to link you to the other side, you know? So that was something that I found really useful today. And then something that he says in here, it says, though the battle is fierce and you are weak, your resources are absolutely unlimited. Your resources are unlimited. So on days that you feel like you can't go any longer, on days that you feel like you want to give up, on days that you feel like you don't have enough strength to carry through whatever it is that you have to carry through for that day, God's resources are so unlimited. He has devotionals, he has Instagram, he has Facebook. Like, what I'm saying about Instagram and Facebook is there's motivational people on there. You can follow me if you need encouragement. I always post something inspirational, encouraging every single day from something I learned every single day. You will never see me not post that. TikTok, there's people you can follow on TikTok that are encouraging. There's Bible app, you can download that. There are so many resources that you can go to that there should never be an excuse as to why you aren't growing your faith, unless it's just wobbly. And if you're new and you're new to your faith, you're like, oh yeah, it's a little bit, I don't really know. I don't know how I feel about this. That's fine. That's new. It's new to you. It's going to be like that. It's like with anything new. I had a new distributor sign up yesterday, and she was like, is it supposed to be this overwhelming at first? I was like, absolutely. Absolutely, it's supposed to be overwhelming at first, because it's a lot of new information that you've never known before. But I promise you, if you trust me through the process, I told her just like God tells me, I promise you, if you trust me through the process, you will see the end result of what you're wanting. And that's what God tells you to continue to do, is enjoy the process. Enjoy the things along the way. Be grateful for the little things so you can have much later. Be grateful for the little paychecks, even if it's just $1 raise. I told my team, if they got $1 pay raise this month, be grateful for that. That dollar you didn't have before, that was an extra dollar that you got. Like I got $1 from an ATM machine yesterday. It gave me more than what I needed out. I gained an extra dollar. That was cool to me. I was like, all right, I guess I'll use this dollar on something else, and you can use that on anything in life. So make sure you're enjoying the process, because if you're not, it's going to be miserable. It's going to be very, very hard to fight alone. How many of you guys have before you walk this faith journey, you try to do things on your own? And how did that leave you? It probably left you feeling empty. It probably left you feeling sucky, and it probably left you a very unhappy person. I'm speaking from experience, because that was me. That was me before I started my faith journey. I was miserable. I was a very negative person. I was very angry at God. I would wake up every day saying, why did you put me in this situation with my family? Why did you put me in a situation where we couldn't afford these things? Why did you put me in a situation where my mom's always depressed and I have to take care of her? Why did you put me in these things? And I would start asking him all these questions. And then in reality, he was like, sis, enjoy the process. Trust me. Rely on me. Here's all the resources, and you're not even taking one of them. And as soon as I picked up that Bible for the very first time, that really helped me. I grew up in church, so I knew what the Bible was. I knew what those things were, but my heart was never in it. And so when I truly picked up the Bible for the first time and just looked at a verse, and I was just like, God, speak to me, because I don't know what else to do. I don't know where else to turn. I'm deeply depressed, and I'm going through all these things. I don't know what else to do. And in that moment, I found release immediately. And so you might find that release, you might not. It's okay. It's different for everybody. I know when I first started my faith journey, I was like, God, where are you at? Am I supposed to feel something when I pray? Because I don't feel anything. Am I supposed to hear something? Because I definitely don't hear you. Like, what is it? And too much we're asking about the things that we can hear or feel or whatever, but in reality he's been with you all along in this life. You're alive, you're healthy, that's a blessing in itself. You have a kid, that's a blessing in itself. You have a healthy family, that's a blessing in itself, you know, and you have a team to support, it's a blessing in itself. So maybe you don't have a family, but you have a team to support. Either way it goes, you have all these things to be thankful for. And I think that we so often ignore the process. We so often ignore the process that we just try to look at the end result, and the end result just, if you don't enjoy the process along the way, when you get to that end result, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to feel good. There's been times where I promoted, but I didn't enjoy the process along the way because I was so stressed about that promotion, or I was so stressed about getting this person to Ruby who didn't even want it, or just so many different scenarios has happened because I've been in this business so long. I can relate it to the business a lot. But enjoy the process. And he tells you here, do not quit dreaming, because you never know how your dreams are going to be utilized in your life to support others, and not to only support others, but to make a difference in your life. So if you have a dream, a really big dream, to sit here and, I don't know, one of my dreams is to write a book. Like, I want to write a book. I want to be a motivational speaker. Those are some out things that are kind of crazy. I would love to be a millionaire. Like, there's a lot of things that I want to do and want to happen that I feel like seriously are so far away, but I'm not going to quit dreaming of that, because I know he implanted it in my mind some way, somehow. Even if it's not me writing a book, maybe I help someone write a book, you know, maybe I implant that in someone else's mind and they write a book. Whatever it is, he's implanted those into my mind. So don't give up on your dreams and goals just because it's hard right now, or maybe you just feel like you're so far away. Enjoy the process and just say, I told y'all that I've been doing this every day, especially the past 2 weeks since it's been beautiful outside. I've been really intentional about not letting go of, or not thinking about tomorrow. Every time I caught myself thinking about tomorrow's worries of like, oh, tomorrow I have a fast start I need to get. It's about to expire. No, I'm focused in the present, and I've been telling myself to be back to the present tense. And so that's something that you can do in your mind. If you see your mind wandering off to all the worries of what if this doesn't happen, or, you know, that's going to happen tomorrow, I'm worried about tomorrow, you know, something's going to happen that you know of, whatever it might be, tell yourself no. Like, give yourself a mind saying no, I'm present today. And that's what I've had to do, because it's really hard for me to focus right in here, right now, be present in the moment and be so grateful. And so that's why I've been really practicing my gratitudes, and it's made me feel so good. It's made me feel very grateful, and made me feel like, okay, God, I'm not taking for granted what you gave me today. So be grateful for what you have today. If you woke up healthy, say thank you, God, after we get off of this. Like, do those little things, because it's going to train your heart to be thankful for just even the littlest things. If you woke up and it's sunny outside, be grateful. If you woke up and you got a message, a really encouraging text message, be grateful. You know, if you had a new team member that even texted you and was like, hey, I just want to say that you're awesome, be grateful. If you have a new distributor join you and they're scared, but they trust you, be grateful. There's so many different things to be grateful for, except we focus for the ones that we want so badly right now and we don't get it. And then we're ungrateful because we don't get it, you know? So that's been a battle within myself, but hopefully that helps. I'm sorry that this is kind of all over the place since I freaking lost my place in my book, but it's fine. It'll work. I'm going to stop this recording.